Hello, people. I'm sorry, but I broke my mic stand. Yeah, I broke my mic stand. It wasn't welded that good. I zip tied it. So I tell you, it's not really that good. So what you do in a case like that? So I'm sorry. That it made me mad. I don't know how much time I got on here. I should have at least 5 hours. Has it been a month already? Lord. People, when you get a studio mic like I did with the V8 sound card, you need to take it somebody where they can really spot weld it good because they ain't gonna hold up. You know, it's cheap pop metal. You need to take it somebody that knows what they're doing, like a good welder. So, hello, Samantha. I got mad a while ago. On my studio mount, where you clamp it to the table, the pop weld, they just had three on each side. I went to move it, it broke off. So I zip tied it. It makes me mad. They just didn't spot weld it. They just touch it here and there. They should have done a better job. Can you hear me, Samantha? I guess I'm on here. I don't know. Anything could be possible. I'm hearing it in my ears. So I guess I have to check it. Hello, can you hear me? Okay, I didn't know. You know, everybody wants to know how you know, somebody pay that much money and they just tack, in three places on one side and three places on the other side. They should have done it all the way down. So I got four zip ties holding it. So that's okay. Well, Casey, if you sit there in the background, the doctor's appointment went well. I gained about 2 pounds. I'm kind of mad about that. I'm real mad. I gained about 2.5 pounds. And they scheduled me to go over to this hospital at the other end on Grant Line Road by by IUS Southeast. Let me go in there to the bathroom and I get that paper they gave me. I can tell you exactly what they're going to do. Give me about a minute and a half so I can get out. And this table I got, it don't give you much room to move. Move, baby. Move, Lexi. Oh, let's see. They call it the PMC Regional Hospital on Reed's Lane in New Albany. They're going to do a CPT code. Let's see. What they call it, I'll be scheduled for an EGD procedure where they stick that scope, the thing down your throat. That's what they're going to do. I was thinking that maybe I can use crazy glue, but I don't think you can use crazy glue on metal. And it's for May the 14th. And I have to be there by 12:15. I'm going to drive, but then my son has to drive me back. Because I'll be loopy. I'll be high as a kite. I can't, 1 week prior to my seizure, stop taking any medicine containing iron or iron supplements. Stop taking fish oil, vitamin E, or other oily vitamins. Uh-oh, there goes my D vitamins out the window. Stop taking Advil, not, you know, boy. No solid foods after midnight. I knew that. You may have clear liquids from the approved clear list below. I don't see nothing below. Do not take diabetes medicine, insulation pills, morning of the procedure. You may bring them with you. I can't take it without eating. No. Do no smoking for an entire day of your procedure. I don't smoke, people. I got something worse than that. I dip. Well, he asked me, does my chest hurt or just my throat? I said, just my throat. I told him I read that it could be asthma. I am short of breath sometimes, but I take that asthma spray. It does help out a little bit. But I think they're going to have to go in there and spread it out and make it bigger. I'm just hoping it's not cancer. It's one I'm hoping. And I know what that consists of. I've seen guys that had cancer in the throat in women. Approved clear liquids, coffee, no milk, liquid powder creamer, tea, apple juice, clear soda, ginger ale, Sprite, 7 Up, water, Kool-Aid, no red or purple, Gatorade, hard candy, no red or purple, lemonade or lemonade, stranded fruit juices, no pulp. Man, what are they trying to do? Kill? I can drink water, so I guess that'd be okay. But, that's not until May. I'm not really going to get upset over it. I'll go to my sugar doctor. I think it's Wednesday. I had to put this on the schedule. That way my son and me would know what each other's doing. So, man, I've been busy all day. I got up early because I stayed up late. It was after 1 or 2 o'clock. I got, what my favorite. I, he just gonna have that other doctor over at that hospital. What did I say the name of it was? Uh, they call that the PMC Regional Hospital. They got one in Lexington, Indiana, Central Louisville, Bishop Lane, East Louisville, Terra Crossing Boulevard, whatever the heck that is. The one in Southern Indiana, which is Grant Line Road, that's where I go in May. They was pretty nice to me today. I walked in, I said, I got an appointment, told them my name, went over to window two. They had those tablets. You know, she was very helpful since I'm a senior citizen. She done everything, asked me questions. Uh, then all I had to do is on that tablet is sign my name about 4 or 5 times and went out there in the waiting room. Then this good looking lady called me back. I bet my heart was beating 90 miles an hour. Man, she was gorgeous. She said, that name rings a bell. You probably see my son. You said, oh, Tommy. Yeah, that's my son. I said, I think I tell him you've been a bad boy. Don't you dare do it. He'll get on me. But she was cute. I should ask her if she had a boyfriend, a husband, but I did. That's what I say. It was funny, but I got rid of some garbage today. Well, mostly steel cans. I went and dumped them in the dumpster. Some of you seen a live stream on the way to the doctor. Then I done one on the way home. They saw me go to the post office, from there into the cemetery. Showed them where my grandpa, my grandma on my dad's side. Then drove around there and parked and walked up my dad's and mom's grave. And showed them dad and mom's grave and went around the other side and showed them Grandpa and Grandma Roberts' grave, which they're from Orleans, Indiana. I got to put these papers back in the bathroom. That way I know where they're at. And I can find them. Because if I put them somewhere, I won't know where they're at. So, like I say, hey, I forget things. That's how come I write everything down on the calendar, like payday, paid bills, doctors. I told my son put his doctor's appointment. His usually in the afternoon, so I have to make mine in the morning time. So that's what I do. That way I don't forget in my old age. And you all hear me talk about women that's in prison for killing their abuser. I couldn't remember what state it was until I looked it up. It was in Louisiana, parish in Louisiana. New Orleans, yeah, New Orleans is Louisiana. And Samantha, can you? I can't think of his name. It's not Patrick Swayze. He's a karate guy. He plays police officers in some of his movies. And one, his wife got shot. His wife died. He ended up in the hospital in a coma and had a boy. So this cop put him in the hospital under another name. Finally, he came to. But this karate guy, he was a deputy sheriff. I want to, not Patrick Swayze. I wonder if I can research it. So, uh, what movie actor that was Parrish, Louisiana, that played a deputy and a karate expert? Okay, Steven Seagal. That's who it was. Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal played a reserve deputy in Jefferson Parish, Louisiana, season 1 and 2. And I love that show. He got other deputies with him because he was an actor. And he went to arrest somebody. I don't know if they were drunk or what. Oh, I got arrested by Steven Seagal. What do you I tell the people when I. Oh, I wish they put that back on because I love watching that. They protect him. He had all kinds of bulletproof stuff on. He has to. And I couldn't think. I think he made a couple of movies while he was there. That's I never saw that season 3 and Maricopa, Maricopa County, Arizona, in season 3. I don't remember if I ever saw season 3. I miss Walking Tall, old Buford. I believe that he was killed at the end of the series. I don't think they ever found out who killed him. But that's how it is down in those moonshine places. One other things is he'd been a reserve deputy for about 20 years. 2 decades, that's 10 years, that's 20 years. I wish they put him on it. What is Steven Seagal doing these days? He's been involved in the line of therapy, oral products, energy drink. Seagal is an environmentalist, animal rights activist, support of the 14th Dalai Lama, supporter of Vladimir Putin, to whom he referred to as one of his great living world leaders. I think apparently he has homes in Louisiana, Colorado, Los Angeles as well. You can only live in so many places at once. And the question here is Steven Seagal a billionaire? I said yes. Now he's worth more than $16 million. He got to be worth to 500 million or more to see what his net worth was last year. I ain't gonna pay for something to find out information. I didn't know what degree a black belt is. He's a 7th Dan black belt in karate. Man, I didn't know this much about Steven Seagal. But at least I'm getting education. Oh, no, I don't want that one. But, you know, like I say, my day is pretty good. I wish it was summertime. I get up and go to the sale barn. And the sale barn is like a flea market. And it's a little bit too cold, even for this time of year. Summertime, that place is packed with people selling all kinds of stuff. Yeah. What did we do before we had internet or cell phones or computers? I bet tomorrow you ask me who did I talk about, and I will forget as soon as I lay my head down and go to sleep. I won't remember. 20 years from now, I will, but tomorrow I will forget it. So I got a bill, which I won't pay that until the third, and my electric bill. All I have to do for this month is pay $15. I can do that. So I guess the closer it gets to May, then I get worried. But like people, if you notice up in my picture, I got a duck with earphones on. That is StreamYard. You know, I wish I could get 25,000 subscribers in 30 days, like Madam Mayor from Otters Creek. She got over 25,000 in 30 days. I've been on here about 2 weeks for Christmas. And I got about 140 something, 140, 143. I got a long way to go for 1,000. And I had a few people last night, early this morning. You know, it went in the wee hours of the morning. Got talking about, I think her name was Kelly. She's 66 years old, got out of prison. She stabbed her husband, and she got screwed from day one. You know, you had 12 people on the jury. Guess what? 11 of them was men and one woman. How can that one lady find her guilty of murder? And I say maybe she had a public defender, 'cause that's exactly what she had, a public defender that don't give a hoot. She was diagnosed back in the 90s. This happened in 96, I think, with battle women syndrome or whatever they call it. And the lawyer didn't bring it up. She pleaded not guilty, mental insane or whatever it is, and the judge didn't take it. So to me, that's sex discrimination. But I got reading, and down there in Louisiana, there's 30 to 100 women in prison for doing the same thing. I don't like it. But Miss Kelly, I think it was her name, she called the police. There's the police reports, this and that. That morning, she called the police because he beat her. Did they arrest him? No. Later on in the day, he was dead, but she don't remember anything about it. She stabbed him. Then the prosecutor brought up, which should never brought that up. I've seen other cases that they're not supposed to do that. She stabbed another guy. He admitted that he beat her that day and didn't want to file no charges. He said, I'm guilty. That was my fault. It wasn't hers. The prosecution never brought that up. You know, that's stupid. People, when you buy these studio mic things, let's see if I can turn my computer around. Like, I gotta go around more. Like it's here. And that bracket, you connect it to the table. It just kind of spot welded or just tacked. And that's not a good job. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday, whoever you are. Hope you all had a good Friday. Hope you worked hard. You got home and your old man had the house all cleaned up. That is funny. You know, I try to keep my house clean, but when some things you not be able to do, you know, it's kind of hard. As some of you know, I went to the doctor today. I gained 2.5 pounds. You talk about somebody's PO. That's what happened in the wintertime. You don't get any exercise. So I'm going to have to lose that 2.5 pounds before I think Wednesday when I go to my sugar doctor. So, that's how my day went. They got me scheduled for May to have uh, what they call an EGD procedure, where they run that scope down your throat and check for cancer. And I'm going to tell them before they put me to night time. I said, I think it needs to be spread out. So, it's a wait and see game. That's on May the 14th. So that's something, that's 2 months away. But I wish I could figure out how to do this StreamYard where I can bring other people into the picture. I had Triumphs, Tyants, Beware, took me through the steps. And, I've been reading it, watching videos on it, trying to get that to soak in my brain, my computer brain. It's low on memory. It's empty. I fill it up later on, and it'll last me for a day. I have my water for the day. I can't even take my diabetic medicine that day of procedure. I know not to drink anything 6 hours 4. I might be old, but I'm not that stupid. I know some might think so. I think the next time I drive through Salisbury, I won't be until the 3rd. I think I'm going to go down this road. I want to see what this house looks like. I don't know if I've been back there since the 80s or not. So that's one thing I got to see. That was a nice house out in the country. So well, I wish I had that many people like the expert. Now, here you got, let's see, one, two, three, four, five, six, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, counting the expert. But that expert, every time he goes live, he got sunglasses on. Hello, Casey. How you doing? Yeah, I told you I'm watching the expert. But boy, kitty cat's taking their kitty cat nap. But I don't think I'm going to be on here too much longer because I am tired. Well, one thing, Casey, I'm tired. You know, doing that driving and riding and walking. You know, I was pretty happy. I had that young girl at the counter help me do all the paperwork since, I'm old. That's very nice of them at that doctor's office. All I had to do on that tablet, sign my name, hit next, sign my name next. She done everything for me. I appreciate that. You know, that was very nice of her in that doctor's office. Then I went out there and sit, and this good looking girl came out there and called my name, took me back there, weighed me, put on about 2.5 pounds. I don't want to do that. I want to keep losing. I like to get down to 36 around the waist. I like get maybe 150 pounds. I'm up to about 175, maybe 165. You know, to do that. I done took a bath, soap. I'm not gonna worry about shaving. 'Cause I got nowhere to go until Wednesday morning. So I'm taking it easy. I got rid of 2 bags of cans since you can't burn cans because they won't melt. So I took them and got rid of them. And I'll probably sleep like a baby tonight. Knowing me, I probably will. I finally got my clock set to PM. It kept going off at 8 something. And I kept looking at my clock. I said, I'm on AM. So I had to reset my clock for the PM time. And watch it go off about 8:30 in the morning. I get up and hit the snooze button. Sometimes I'm awake at 8 o'clock. It depends on my children here in the bedroom. If I'm not up so and so time, they start getting their nose up in my nose. And like, Daddy, it's time to wake up. We're hungry. They got to learn how to slow down, not to eat that cat food that quick. But I give them a little bit of cat food for supper. They get one of those big, large cups of dry cat food. Then they get treats during the day. They had some meatloaf. They had some Whopper. But people, you can't say I don't starve my kitty cats. I'm the one that's starving. They get fed better than I do. So one thing I got to do before midnight, I got to do that in the next 14 minutes is take my Ozempic shot, then fill my cup up, put some more ice in it, put me some drink in it, either Bug Zero Sugar Root Beer or Zero Pepsi. I don't know what I'm going to do. Man, I must not be doing right. I didn't get no donations in my post office box today. Which, when I do, the man upstairs gonna let me know. Where's my favorite light? Let's see how that looks. See, that's the blue light, people. The blue light special. That's where we all get to meet. You all know what this means, the red light. That means the devil. That's better, but man, that bright light blinds me. And I had to give my son the money to order these bulbs in my light. You remember them old fashioned Christmas lights about the size of my pinky, where you screw it into a socket. If you remember those old candy canes you put in your yard back there 40 some odd years ago, and that's about the size of the bulbs it is. I might go in there and drink me some orange juice because I love orange juice. So, you know, Socks is sleeping like a baby. To me, he's still a baby. No matter if he is 13 years old. But, like I say, I got on 65. Man, I don't like getting on 65. It's like you're in a NASCAR race. Cars going boom, 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 boom. That makes me nervous. Hello, Josh. I'm doing pretty good. Found out I gained 2 pounds today when I went to that gas, whatever, gas for laundry, whatever it is. I gained 2 pounds, about 2.5 pounds. I'm scheduled for an EGD, Ed George David procedure in May where they stick that scope down your throat. Okay, thank you. God loves you, Casey. I want to thank you all. I know what Casey's went through just by the way we've been talking. And Casey, I don't know if you was on here last night or not. I got talking about, I think her name is Kelly in Louisiana. She killed her abuser. They arrested her, found her guilty. Her public defender was no good. And the prosecutor and the judge was a-hole in my book. You know, look up women who were convicted of murder or killing their abuser, and Kelly will come up. She got screwed in big time. That's okay. You can go back and look at it. I think she's out of prison now. She's 66 years old. She was diagnosed with, what is it, battered women syndrome, whatever they call it. And her public defender did not bring that up. Uh, she pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity. The judge denied it. Out of the 12, yeah, that's one it's called, Casey. The judge denied that. Even had statements. Like I say, you got to read the article. It's down in Paris, Louisiana, where Steven Seagal was a deputy reserve cop. And out of 12 people, 11 of them was men and one lady. What makes me mad? How can that one lady find her guilty? I've talked to people who's in prison. They got a big law library where inmates learns a degree in law as a paralegal. Why didn't they help her? I got reading that article. I had to quit reading it because I was getting to the point I wanted to smack somebody. That's how mad I was last night. In the wee hours of the morning. I think 1 or 2 o'clock. I was mad. She got screwed. But there's a group of people trying to help those lady in prison. And like I said, I've been mentioned, I know where the governor, but I didn't know what state it was until last night. And it made me mad. And I don't know how they can live with themselves. This was back in 96. You figure now she's 66. I don't know if she can draw Social Security since she never paid into it. Probably can. But she stated that I was reading with even psychiatrists talking to her, she don't remember anything about it. What the research I have saw, that a woman does not remember what happened. I blame those police officers. That's probably true. That's probably true. They didn't want a hang jury. But I wish the news media would bring it up, or maybe like Megan Fox or somebody do a story on that, if that's good. I don't know. To me, that's something that need to be tell. You know, like I said, that happened in '96. I don't know how good the record keeping is. It is broken. And this public defender she had never did try a murder case. I know here in Indiana, you could be second chair and learn the process, but I think Indiana required that you had to defend person or persons in a murder trial before you can handle a case. Like I say, but those cops, Casey and Samantha, if you read that case, the police was called that morning because he beat the crap out of, you have to read the story. If they would arrest him then, he'd still been alive and she wouldn't be in prison. That tells me the man was against ladies, even the cops. Them cops should have been charged with murder. They just as guilty as she is, but hers was self-defense. I'm hoping she was, they probably threatened her, this and that. But back in those days, they didn't get paid that much money. But, you know, she could tell her public defender that she was threatened by the men. Yeah, but they, like I said, you got to read the story. I think her name was Kelly. You know, there's a group, there's a woman, I guess out of a hospital or psychiatric place, helping those abused ladies. She had the paper trail. She had the phone call, but the police didn't do a blankety blank thing. Yeah, all the public defenders warn about is that money. The quicker they can get rid of it, they can get another one and make some more money. They don't care. That's how come I know people have been in jail that had a public defender. They did not care. They didn't care at all. They, you know, I don't like it. I wish they changed the law, make it a federal law, where you can choose a lawyer as a public defender. You got good lawyers, but it'll cost you an arm and a leg. A good murder lawyer or stuff like that. I like to see a federal law. I agree with you, Casey. I wish I could get more ladies on here who has been abused and tell their side of the story if it's possible. How did they get out of it? If I help one of your ladies to deal with it, you know, you people, ladies go talk to a psychiatrist. That makes them feel better. But I know men gets abused, but they don't talk about it. They're too embarrassed. I I was abused by one woman, had a knife stuck to my chest. Maybe I done something wrong. Or maybe she had a bad day at work. I don't know, but I still love that lady. She was good to me. That's all I could say. She was a good lady. And it's hard, people. People, I keep saying, if you hear it, you see it, you report it. If you can, film it if you can film it. You say, I don't want to get involved. Okay, my question, you see it, you hear it, and all that, you fail to report that. What happened if that woman was to die? How could you live with yourself knowing you could have stopped it? You know, that's my point. I couldn't live with myself. If I see something, I'm gonna get involved. If I think them abusing a child, kids sometimes has to get their butts spanked. That's okay. But jerking on their arm or that that is abuse in my book. You can break a child's arm or put it out of the socket. And also, people, well, I tell you, maybe you request a woman counselor. But you got some good women counselors. Tell them you don't want no man counselor because a woman understand it. But, you know, that's only my opinion. I have talked to men counselors. I've talked to a counselor who's been a prison doctor, in the prison system. I have talked to a woman psychiatrist. That's when, I had a problem with alcohol, drugs, you know, I got upset, but you're talking to me. I'm not going to judge you. I don't know you. Some women don't deserve to get beat up. If you went out on your husband, to me, I blame him for it, for not taking care of his homework. But no man, no matter what you do, ladies, does not have the right. See, by talking to me on here, Casey, that helps to get it out of your system. By talking about it. I'd say I got no degree in that field. And it helps to talk about it. There may be other women that you can talk to. I've heard stories. There's a group of women who've been abused. They got a group, but I don't know where you go for it in your area, you know. But I would listen to you, you know, and that's what I'm doing. I want to listen to you. Your pain's going to be my pain. And you women knows when you get pregnant, I'm getting off the subject a little bit, how you have morning sickness, you throw up, this and that. I tell you, I've been through that part of it on my son. I don't know if she made me feel guilty or what. I had morning sickness. When she went in labor, I went in labor. You know, that's weird. But I hope you change it from a man counselor to a woman, unless they didn't have any women counselor. But I just got a feeling there is some women counselors out there. Maybe if you search online where you live, you can find a woman counselor. There goes a choo-choo train. It's at 11 o'clock at night. It's about time. I wish they'd come by the day. I go down there and videotape those trains going north and south. Down here by me, there's only one track. You get up the road a little ways, there's two tracks where they can pull off and wait till the other one comes through or something like that. That's in Scott County. Like I said, men counselors don't understand it. Ladies, you go see a counselor, ask for a woman counselor. Stay away from men. I had a woman psychiatrist and I had a man counselor. His name was Scott, but I can't remember the woman counselor. But I do feel better by talking. That's one thing my son gets on me. When we out, all I do is talk, 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 talk. You live out in the country, there's nobody to talk to except my cats in here and the cats outside. Give the cats some love. You know, Casey, if you got any animals, you know, if you got cats or dogs or whatever you have, you can talk to them because them animals knows when you feel bad. Because these cats, like I said, Socks is laying up there where my shoulder would be. Because he knows my left shoulder, the rotary cup, is not doing too well. Talk to your dog. He might not talk back to you. You know, sit there and tell your dog what kind of problems you having, and he might love you more, or she might love you more. Animals kind of strange, you know. Animals is different from humans. That dog could have been a human in another life. I believe this. I had dreams when I was young that I was a German. I speak German, every once in a while. What I'm talking about, I don't know. They can't. They can't. Not unless they was abused, but you can request, you know, You need, like I said, talk to your dog. Search maybe a Facebook page. I don't get on Facebook because I would be kicked off of there for my First Amendment rights, so I don't even have it on my computer. I'm on Twitter, TikTok, or maybe you can ask your preacher in your city or country or wherever you're from. Ask him if he knows a group of ladies who've been abused. You know, sometimes preachers will help you out. You even got woman preachers. Maybe there's a woman preacher in your town. That's something you all can look into. Maybe since you mentioned that, like I say, I'm not a police officer. I'm just an old man. Maybe he wants to report it to the police, or maybe he wants to make sure you get a protective order. I don't know. I don't know how those idiots operate. If that was me, I would want to know his name, where he worked at, and help you get a restraining order against him. A good doctor or psychiatrist will help you, but since he's a man, I don't know. But I would still, if I was you, I would look for a woman psychiatrist. You might be better off, but women went through it. Maybe the woman psychiatrist might not went through it, but there is a counselor out there that been through that. Okay, I'm gonna give you somebody to contact. He's on YouTube. This is in his field. The umbrella guy. That's his field of work. Abuse women, children, and stuff like that. I don't know what his email is. That's the umbrella guy. And he got a disguise on his face. You see him on there with Megan Fox sometimes. And early this week, I think it was, he had Ashley and Samantha, not this Samantha. And you hear me talk about, you heard me talk about the turtle lady, Lynette Preston of Alders Creek, Florida. And Samantha and Ashley has been on their show. You know, like I say, you go to the umbrella guy, maybe you can leave him a comment. And somebody told me that you got a good YouTube channel that you might can help me. You know, maybe he'd give you the email or something. Don't you know? I don't know if you had StreamYard, you can do it in the private chat. Like I say, it's a free version. You only have 20 hours. What you do, you go to your search engine, type in StreamYard, and it'll come up on your Google, it sets your microphone and and it has a private chat. I don't know how that works, but the next time I'm on there, I'm gonna tell the umbrella guy that some lady's gonna contact him. She been abused, and I don't know what state it is because I didn't ask her. That's not my business. I told her to contact you on your YouTube channel. You know, the next time he's live, and she'll tell you all the information. Maybe you can get her some help in her state or city, you know, maybe on a sliding scale or something. You know, I think she would rather have a woman. You know, like I say, I've watched him. I've been watching him probably a month or so. That's why he got his face covered, because his life been threatened, I guess, by men, I would say. And like I say, like the other night, Samantha was on there, not you, Samantha T. And Ashley was in the chat, you know, typing on the keyboard. And so he asked Ashley to get in touch with him, which Samantha had an email, so they're going to get in touch. And she went to heck with Turtle Lady. At least Ashley got a good husband and all this. I think she got 3 kids. Oh. Also, you all need to go to YouTube, type in Ashley's name. Let's see if I can find a picture on here about her. Come on. Oh. Well, I did have it, but well, I got it on YouTube on one of my videos. I think if I remember right. Okay. See, this is Ashley, and you know she has, I think, 4 videos. How I found it, I just typed Ashley's name in, but you know, there's, at least you know what she looks like. She's telling her story how Lynette Preston of Alder Creek abused her sister, her brother. I think her brother's name is Tommy. Right now, he's in jail because he's having problems dealing with that abuse that she put them through. And I believe, Casey, if you go to the umbrella guy, let me show you what to look for. Come on. See, see where he's at. See the guy kind of got the red and white mask on. That is the umbrella guy. You know, he got his face covered. And I guarantee you, on Ashley, I'll watch 4 of her videos. I was ready to cry. 3 of them was outside with her chickens. The other one was in her bedroom with the door shut. Old Lyra Preston, I guess she was doing no pole dance and left her at this apartment. I got a feeling Lyra Preston pimped her out because a guy woke her up and molested her. She told that. It made me cry. What? I better watch what I say because they get me for a terrorized threat. But you can think what's in my mind. I see. But I found it's Ashley, but let's see if I can find it again. See, I don't say what her last name is. It's just say Ashley. She had 36,000 views on part one. Wonder if it has any more information about her. It don't. All she goes by is Ashley. Let's see if we go to about. Okay, I'm going to show you that on YouTube. I don't know if you can see it or not. Let me type it into the if I figure out how to do it. Hello, Lila Moo. That's www dot slash. I got to figure out how to at ASHLEYREIBER. Okay, 8359. I think I done that right. See, www.youtube.com/Ashley REIBER 8359. She joined in 2019. You know, She went through hell. Her and her sister Samantha is getting it out there. So is the other family member. And liar Preston is threatening to call CPS on their family, trying to blackmail them. I don't know if you all watch. Yeah. Hello, Leo Malibu. How you doing at this time of night? Like I say, if you all been watching What the Hells about Lynette Preston and John Cook and Aldous Creek and all of this, you see how nutty as a fruitcake she is. I want to thank everybody who joined tonight. Boy, I'm glad I looked up. I left the sea out of chatting. See, I told you I had a bad day. Going to the doctor, gaining 2 pounds, and this and that. But see, Ashley and her sister been on uh, the Umbrella Guys show with Megan Fox, the writer. I think early this week, Samantha was on there, and the Umbrella Guy asked, to get her some help, you know, the state she lives in, on a sliding scale. But you people watch this, it'll tear your heart out. I know you all been watching all these about Preston and John Cook in Aldous Creek, Florida. This is her stepchildren. You hear it straight from the horse's mouth. And, this, it gets me to the point, you know what I want to do. You know what the scarecrow means. So I gotta go take my shot. It's 11:27 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. I gotta go take it. I didn't take it today. I didn't take none of my medicine. I didn't know what to expect when I went to that gasotomy got doctor. And one thing he keep asking me, he says, your chest hurting or just your throat? I said, it's my throat. I said, sometimes I can eat real good. Other times I act like it gets stuck in there and like air bubbles. I said, that might last 5 minutes. I have had it last up to 5 days without eating or drinking anything. I try to drink water and it all comes back. I figure if I keep doing it, whatever's in there will come out. Okay, Samantha, I'll probably be on here tomorrow night. I'm trying to figure out what the best time that I get people to watch. Okay, Malibu, it's nice for you to be on here tonight. I love you. Goodbye, everybody. So good night. You all behave. See y'all later. Good night, Casey. I hope I helped you out. But if I'm in here again, let's keep talking. I love you all. Good night.